make it so right. Quilter's paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice, that's the funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah, it's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and stroll. We're jamming with the quilts in control. Oh, everybody now, lift up those strings, feel the stripology, adding flair to your life, from edge to edge. We groove through the night, sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. All of the stripology, feel that vibe. G designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilter's paradise, sewing in the
Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our live show. It is Tuesday, so we got lots of fun to share with you. So thank you for being here. If you're watching us on YouTube and haven't done it yet, click that subscribe button. And also, if you prefer to watch on Facebook, hit that like button because then you'll never miss a show.
That's right.
Say hello to Mr. HP, my producer.
Hello, everybody.
Controlling all the controls.
Hello, everybody.
Hitting the right buttons today, right?
I'm going to hit the right buttons.
Hitting the right buttons today. So, and if you care to do so, please hit some buttons on your end too. Some hearts and thumbs up. We appreciate that.
Hit it.
And even that share button as well. So share with friends that you think are into the stuff that we talk about.
Even if you don't think that, share it with them.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday. It is the Tuesday after Memorial Day weekend.
Whoa.
Here in the U.S. and actually in more places over the world. Yesterday was an off day, so we had a long weekend.
Was it?
Yeah. I had a long weekend of working.
Was it off day?
I was by myself and writing away.
I was nonstop.
Yes, it was great.
It was great, though.
So thank you for all for being here. Back in business, right? Mm-hmm. We have some great things to share with you on the show today.
Like always.
Like always. I have some fun stuff behind me here. I have an Ava quilt that you probably haven't seen very often because it's on our couch. It's very well loved.
Oh, we love that.
And cuddled with every day.
So
I thought I'd put it up.
Yeah.
And it's interesting and funny how quilts that you use a lot, so which means you washed them quite a bit, they get really soft and crunchy and cuddly. And so when you hang them, they don't hang as well as my other quilts. It's kind of droopy in all kinds of ways, but I love it. I love it. This one was made quite a few years ago from I think this was one of Seth Apter's first collections. Oh. And with a Tim Holtz background.
It's a great combination of colors.
But what you don't see is a really, really, really cuddly minky, luxe minky back, which makes it so soft. Oh. Yeah. And then on this side, you see two runners. Those are our two brand new Quilt As You Go printed batting kits. We have the Spring Fling and we have the Log Jam runners. Mm-hmm. They are here because we are getting close to shipping those. Mm-hmm. June is the ship date, so we are just anxiously waiting for our stock to arrive so we can start packaging them up and get them out.
Chris noticed my Harley shirt. Chris, you got some Harley shirts too?
Wow.
Cool community.
That's, I love it, yes. Yeah. So, what's behind you, sir?
What's behind me? No diggity.
No diggity quilt.
No diggity.
Yeah. And right behind your head are the stars of that quilt. Ant and Kevin Garnett, as Geasy calls them. Mm-hmm. But these are Timberwolves. Mm-hmm. Minnesota Timberwolves in particular.
Bang, ba-dang, ba-dang, bang.
Anthony Edwards and Kevin Garnett is what Geasy calls them. But of course, they're just wolves.
Yeah.
Because we have a panel to show you today that has a similar feel and features.
Yeah.
All right. So, of course, every Tuesday.
I'm a little bluish in this.
Yes, you are. Why is that?
I don't know. I'm in the blue man.
Did you eat blueberries?
I'm in the blue man's group today.
So every Tuesday we have a giveaway. So stick around to the end and I'll give you a giveaway question to answer. You just answer it in the comments. But make sure you ask us questions throughout the show. Comment.
Okay.
But let's announce our winner from last week.
All right.
Fun questions. Really, really fun answers. We asked you, what is the best excuse for being late that you ever heard or used? And we didn't choose the best excuse. We just chose randomly, but there were some really good ones.
Yeah.
Really good ones.
I love it.
Our winner is...
Drum roll, please. And...
Gina Strong. Gina, I love your excuse. My puppy ate my alarm clock. And it's actually true, she said. True story. The puppy chewed through the wire to my alarm clock. Thankfully, the dog was not harmed, but the alarm clock was. That's a nice one.
She didn't have to go to work that early.
No. I know Kobe chewed through a lot of things when he was a puppy, but no alarm clocks.
No alarm clocks.
But that was great. Thank you for that. Okay, so before we dive into the show, we always start with our tip of the day. And what is it today? 4th Tuesday, which means it's Jumbo-laya Day.
Yeah.
Now, Jumbo-laya is our full year program here on Tipsy Tuesday. We're making super-sized blocks, 32-inch blocks that are on their own, just of course, their own quilt if you want it to be. That is a perfect size to donate to NICUs. That's the size, 32 inches or around that. So you can also put them into a quilt. 4 of them make a lap-size quilt. 6 of them make a twin size, or all 9, which they will end up being, will make a king-size quilt. Just adding some sashing. Now, we had some fun using the word Jumbo-laya.
Jumbo.
Because they're jumbo blocks. And guess what? Jumbo-laya is one of those one-pot meals, just like the Jumbo-laya blocks are a one-block quilt. So every block is named after a city in Louisiana. So we're working our way through the deep south and learning a little bit about those fun city names. And so let's dive right into block number 4. Let's get started on block number 4 for our Jumbo-laya block of the month. The Ponchatoula block is the Ponchatoula town is known as the strawberry capital of Louisiana. So make sure you have your pattern ready to go. And I started with cutting all my fabrics, and I have them all labeled based on the pattern. So I am ready to dive into piecing right away. And we are starting right off in step number 1. We are going to be making half square triangles from our fabrics that are the A squares from fabrics 4 and 7. So I layered the squares right sides together, cut them apart, and then sewed right on that cut edge and pressed towards my darker fabric. So now you end up with half square triangles that you can then trim. Should trim that to that size. These are going to be finishing at 4.5, so we trimmed them to 5 inches. We are going to sew 2 together, just like this, because we're creating that pinwheel center. I pressed towards so that darker fabric here, and you make 2 of those, so which means when you join these 2, these seams are going to nest very nicely. You can make sure that if you open this up, to make sure that point really matches up as you sew that last seam. And once you press that last seam, I like to press my seams in a circle, spinning them. So once I have this last one sewn, I will do that. And that moves us to our step number 3, which we're taking our first off, our B squares. So these are going to be 2 different colors, our background color and then a color, and all we're going to do is cut them in half twice. So you'll see here in the diagram, cutting them in half twice, and then we also are going to take our C squares and do the same with those. So these are 2 squares, and we're going to just cut them diagonally as shown here in the photo. And we are going to be making combination units from those units, which means we're going to take the smaller triangles first and sew them together. So let's show that in a photo here. So making sure that that background color is on the right side if we're looking at this sewn triangle with a long side down. So my teal color, which is color 4 on the left and background on the right. And then we're just gonna press that towards the dark. And then we're gonna sew that larger triangle from the other from fabric 5 to it and pressing towards that large piece. So we have our pieces here. You should end up with 4 of these. So again, pressing towards the dark here, and then we sew the large triangle on and we press it towards the large triangle. And now we're gonna trim these to 6.5 inches. So I'm gonna use my squared mini because this is perfect for that, 6.5 inches. That is the largest we can trim with the mini. So making our 2 cuts. What I'm doing here when I'm lining up is making sure I'm lining up the white diagonal lines on the seams here on all sides, down the middle here, and then I scoot it up to line up here. Now these sides should already be trimmed from the first 2, but now we get the other 2 sides. And we should have perfect combination units like this, which moves us on to step number 5. We have our 4 units and we are going to be sewing our rectangles. So the D rectangles are going to be sewn to the bottom of these units like this. So you're connecting that same fabric down. And then from there, we are moving right into step number 6, adding background rectangles, the 12-inch background rectangles to each side, just like that. So you should have 4 units that look like this. And then we're ready to move on to step 7, where we're gonna make some more half square triangles. But this time we are doing 8 at a time. Actually, I'm gonna do step number 8 and 7 at the same time because it's the same technique. So I'm showing you here my step 8 units, which is using the G squares from fabric 1 and 6. I layer them right sides together, cut them apart, and then we sew on the cut edges. We're really making half square triangles. Press them out, we layer them back together, just like making quarter square triangles. And so as we lay those, nesting the seams, we're also gonna cut these apart and then ending up with a quarter square triangle. We have done this in previous blocks. So now trimming that up, according to the general instructions that follow the pattern, you will end up with 8 half square triangles. And this is a great method, makes it super fast and easy and accurate. So we have 3-inch half square triangles, and then we're gonna do the same from step 7. These are gonna be larger. So we're starting with larger squares here in my fabrics. These are from fabrics 1 and 3. And same process, we end up with 8 half square triangles and just a larger size. So these are gonna be finishing at 4.5 inches. So from these, we're gonna move on from there. First, we're gonna do step number 9, which we are sewing, taking our H squares from fabric 6 and adding a rectangle to the side. This is the I rectangle from the background fabric. And then we're gonna sew 4 of these, press towards the background. And then we're gonna add a J rectangle to the bottom here and press this way, making 4 units. So then we're gonna grab our triangles that were made earlier and we're gonna sew them in step 10 to the side, making sure it's turned exactly like this. Very important to turn them exactly like this. And we're gonna be pressing towards the pieced unit here on the side, away from the half square triangle. Moving on, again, 4 units like this. And then into our step 11, where we're taking the other 4 half square triangles, and then our K squares from fabric 2. And we're gonna be sewing these. Let me just move it up here so we can see this better. There. So we are going to be sewing the square to the triangle. Again, make sure that your triangle is oriented exactly like the photo shows, the illustrations show. Otherwise, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. We're pressing towards the square this time. And then we're going to sew the 2 units together. So making 4 and 4, sewing these 2 units together as shown in step number 12, pressing towards the unit up here. And that is, you're going to end up with 4 of these fully made. And from there, we are going to move on to step 13, where we're going to use our smaller half square triangles that we made, starting with, we're going to use all of them up here. And then we're going to grab our rectangles, our L rectangles from fabric 1. And we're going to make sure that you really look at the illustrations, because we are going to be making units that look like this. So sewing the triangle turned like this, 4 of them like this, and then 4 that are opposite or mirror image. So see how it's oriented the other direction. So we want 4 of these and then 4 of these. From there, we are going to take this guy, which has the dark fabric in the upper left corner, and we're going to take, this is step 14, take our squares, the M squares, and just sew them to the top here. So that's all we're going to do for 4 of them. We're leaving these as they are. So from here, we are joining these to our flower units here. We're taking, turn this around. So you would be adding this guy to here, like this. And then this guy would be sewn to the side. So pressing on the first one, we're going to press towards the big block. And then we add this to the side. So yes, these are not sewn together, but this is how you're going to sew them. So this will be the 4 corners of our big block. So let me just show you how it looks like pieced. I have one that I already finished. So your block is going to look like this. So let me move these out of the way. And that concludes all your units. You press that last seam towards the long unit on the side. So now we're ready to start working on our whole block, assembling it. What we're going to do is take our pinwheels. They're going to be placed in the center. And mine is not pieced together, but we'll just pretend it is. And then we're going to add our units to the sides, our units here from step 6 to each side. My other one, that was not quite finished here, but you can see what I'm talking about here. And we need our side rectangles too. So then for the top and bottom rows, we have a flower units for each corner. Make sure you turn them so that this dark triangles is towards the center. We're going to add one of these units in between and then another flower unit. And I have one of those pieced to show you. So it would be right here. So we're pressing towards the center here on the center one, away from the pinwheel, and then they will come together just like this. And of course our blocks are too large for here, but that's okay. And then so 2 of these units get pieced to the top and then the bottom of the center unit with a pinwheel. And those last 2 seams, you can press those open or according to the arrows, whichever way you want, so which is away from that center. And that concludes our block number 4, the Ponchatoula block. So there it is, our jambalaya number 4. If you have any questions, just post them in the comments and we'll try to answer them live. But if you want to hop in on the jambalaya, you didn't know anything about this project yet, you can do so. Hop to our website. There's a special jambalaya page, and you just purchase the product, which is going to include all the patterns that have come out, which are the 4 patterns, and videos. Now, those of you that buy the patterns, you will get a little bit of a different video because it includes the cutting. So we don't include that in our live show because it is copyrighted content. So it's great. What is the fabric line I'm using in this jambalaya? So I started with a E-bond bundle called Counter, and then I kind of just added to that with basics. So I have like a 1 yard of a deco stitch. I have a stash. The red one that I used is a stash. I threw in a Hema green, maybe not this block, but I've thrown in some basics to kind of break it up and give me more options for colors. So, but the Counter, I love starting with a bundle and then adding to it and building something big. I'm gonna make all of my blocks from this collection. I actually probably will end up using 2 bundles. I set another one aside before they were gone. I think we still may have a few, but they're on sale. They're on sale, so they might be gone. All right, so let me know if you have any other questions. It's just been really fun to do these gigantic blocks, and I've even done an extra one just to make into a little small quilt too. So let me know if you're participating and if you're planning on making a bigger quilt, any of the sizes, or if you're just making lots of little ones. Let me know. Okay, we are just have a few spots left for our cruises coming up. We have 2 cruises, not Mediterranean, unfortunately, Caribbean cruises. We actually leave right after the New Year's celebration. So the first cruise leaves on January 4th, and the second is on the 15th. So first one is an 11-day cruise. The second one is a 10-day, amazing destinations. And I just wanted to put it out there, we are almost sold out on these cruises. We just have a few spots left. And I wanted to also put it out there that somebody that wants to go on the first cruise is looking for a roommate. So you don't have to have a travel partner with you if you're okay sharing and want to share in the cost of a cabin. We can pair you up. So if anybody's interested in hopping on and you're solo, let us know or contact our travel agent right away. You find the information on our GE Quilting Escapes website, or on our website. Press the GE Quilting Escape button. You'll see the information for our cruises there. Now, just if you're wondering, so the first cruise is, taking off on January 14th. So do you want to put up that flyer? So this is the one we're gonna explore 5 different islands. So usually we have first 2 days we're sailing, and that's when we're gonna have the quilting classes. And then we're gonna visit St. Martin, Antigua, St. Lucia, Barbados, Dominica, and St. Kitts. This one has 6 stops because it's the 11-day. And then the second one, leaving on January 15th through the 25th, is going to go to St. Martin, St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, and Antigua. So we are so excited for this one. I'm actually working on a brand new pattern that I'll be teaching on the cruise. I'll be teaching more than 1 pattern. We'll be making 2 quilts for sure, maybe a 3rd little bonus, depends. But we'll be doing demos throughout and all kinds of fun stuff. And so hop on. Video. And you get to choose your fabric. So we will be sending out your fabric options and introducing the cruise quilt patterns I'll be teaching here probably early July. You get to pick your look, and then we'll be shipping them to you. If you are in the US, we'll be shipping them to you, and you can get all of your cutting done ahead of time, like the big cutting. You can starch or pre-wash or do whatever you want to do with those fabrics, and then bring them ready on the ship.
All right.
Do we have a little video from our last cruises? Just to give you a little taste of the fun that happens on board.
Hey, GE fams, Mr. HP. Oh, how perfect was that? All aboard.
You can call me Gudrun or Goody or Hey You Teacher or whatever you want. I'm used to it all, but I am so excited to have you here. If you're not a part of the Geasy world yet, prepare. Draw for the long arm quilting of your aria.
Hi, my name is Dawn Holter. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, and I came on the Gudrun quilting cruise and had the time of my life.
My name is Harriet Christensen, and I'm from Maineville, Ohio, which is near Cincinnati, Ohio. I've had a wonderful experience on this cruise, learning more techniques and stuff than I ever knew, but karaoke is the best.
Welcome to Curacao. Hey everyone, we just arrived in Bonaire. So here we are, we made it to Aruba. Be a little bit of a pep in my step. Looking forward to these cruises coming up. So check it out. I know these spots are going to fly away now that people are really thinking about some last minute plans. But those of you that already signed up, we're excited to see you. Lots of repeaters, lots of repeat cruisers. So I love that. That's a testament to having some good fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about our sale. So our Memorial Day sale is still ongoing. We are running the sale till midnight tonight. So you have a chance to check it out. So what it is, we have some great deals and we can go through it. Always around this time of year, we love to do something with our remnants and scrap bags and mystery bundles because as we know, they kind of stack up throughout the winter. So we have remnant bags, we have scrap bags. I know we're out of some of these things because we have been busy this weekend. That is, we've been busy receiving the orders and we were busy today getting them out. So also our mystery bundles, you buy two, any mystery bundles, you buy two, and then put a coordinated mystery bundle in your cart and you will get that one for free. So buy two, any mystery bundles, and then add the third one, just the coordinated one in your cart, which looks like this. It will say coordinated mystery bundle, and that one will be free if you bought two of any other, including this one. So that is our mystery bundle sale. We have lowered the price on some of our mystery bundles. I know we had a lot of flannel ones. So that one has now a lower price today. We want to get rid of it, you guys. All right. So then we have our large clips, 30% off. We have 3 colors. We have red, green, and pink colors. And those are 30% off. That's a great deal for 40 clips. We also have 25% off while supplies last of our perfect pairing boxes, our spring edition. Now these have multiple different kits in each one, so you can choose whatever works. for you or for whoever you are buying a gift for. These are perfect just to have for gifts for quilty friends. 25% off. Some, of course, the variants are sold out, but check that out. We've added a lot to our sales section, and we have been adding every day, so check it out. But the big one is we have our Fill-A-Box program. Our fab boxes are 75% off. So if you haven't heard about our fab program, this pretty much you purchase a fab box, which is now 75% off. So you have to put that in a separate order, buy that individually, and then after that, once you start shopping, when you check out, you will see an option to just put it in your fab box versus shipping it and paying for shipping. So you only pay for the fab box initially. That is going to pay for your shipping of the box. You fill up the box, and we will ship it to you once it's full, or once the 60 days are up, or if you let us know that you want to receive it, and then we will ship it to you. So the sale goes on till midnight tonight, so check it out, and especially those fab boxes. I don't know how many hundreds of fab boxes we have sold over the weekend. Yeah. So the great thing about fab is that you can place multiple orders. You don't pay shipping on all the orders. It all goes in your box. So it is really, really great. Some restrictions, we do have the wool mat, just the 14, the smaller one will fit in the box. Anything really large will not fit in the box, including our case, the big Stripology rulers, and some, some bigger things like irons and things like that. Mystery coordinated isn't showing as a part of what? The buy two, get one. So you buy two, any two, you get one of those free, but you have to put it in your cart, okay? So you put any two mystery bundles, and then you put one of the coordinated in. Once you go to the checkout, that will come out as 0. So if you buy 4, make sure you have 2 of those coordinated in. If you buy 6, make sure you have 3 of those coordinated in there in addition, okay? All right. Any other questions on the sale? I know lots. People are loving their fab boxes. That's such a deal. It is such a deal. And you know what? We're not only saving money on shipping. You are saving a lot on environmental impact because one box ships versus a lot. So
there you go.
I think that's a beautiful thing. Always a beautiful thing. So you save a lot, and then it's kind of like Christmas when you get it because you kind of forgot what you ordered. Yeah. But you know what? You can have it shipped if you can rule that, have it shipped to you if you know you're leaving town or whatever. And if you need us to hold it a little longer, just let us know if you're out of town or something. Just email us. We can always find a way.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions?
Some's not showing on sale.
Okay. Well, maybe you might have to try again a little bit later.
Who knows?
Who knows? Okay.
What collection did you use in Log Jam?
Oh, for Log Jam. Oh, that is Ebb and Flow, I think. It's a Wyndham collection. We do have a bundle of this. It's probably not on sale because it is newer. But it is in one of the perfect pairing boxes as an option. So, yeah. Okay. We have some fabrics to share, and I am going to start with this beautiful panel that we just got in from Camelot Fabrics. Just put up the image first because it shows the whole thing. Oh, look at that. It's called Twilight. Now, you can do what you want with that one, but whether you want to connect it to the books or the movies, or it's just a wolf at Twilight. Look at the scale of this. So it's a full 1-yard panel. This is the top half, but just the details are really gorgeous. I love these colors, these earthy colors, and here's the bottom. Has that little landscape on the bottom. So Twilight Pack, it's called. And by Camelot Fabrics, sold individually. We don't have a collection with it, but so great. You can pull any basics with it. Great to use some color clubs to build around the beautiful panel. All right. And then I have a collection to show you. Like I said, I've been telling you, this is the time of all of the seasonal stuff to come in. So this collection is called Scary Spice. And it is designed by Funny Girl for, I think it's Henry Glass. Oh, Studio E Fabrics. So these are very kind of, so you know how Halloween fabrics can be different themed. This one is kind of the adult, a little grungy. So I like to have different options for folks. So yes, this one's gonna have some scary stuff like skulls, so and little spiders and bats and things like that. So I love this collage. There's a little bit of typography. This is just like somebody went haywire in the witch's studio. So this is one of the bigger prints here. Kind of sets the tone. Then we have some black cats. Some abstract kind of black cats. I kind of love them. They're kind of funny, the way they're standing. And so just lots of kind of grungy textures. We have this almost feels like a plaid, bringing in some of that soft orange in there. We have some more orange. We have the moons. And this is kind of like a tangerine, more of a tangerine color. And then we have this print, which is an ombre. We have more of this sold. We're selling it like a panel, but look at this. So it has an ombre feel going from the dark into the lighter orange, and it's just these bats flying around on this really cool textured background. Into the darker prints here, we have the jack-o'-lanterns on a dark background. And then we have cat eyes on this textured background. Super fun. And we have that same texture that almost feels like a plaid, but in the dark with a little bit of that reddish, burnt red color in it. And a couple more scary ones. We have the skulls and bones, some rib cages. I love this. Super fun. And last but not least, we have some spiders and spider webs. But I love the little textures, some pops of little color in there. So I would say this is like a more of a realistic versus, should we say, juvenile prints. So this is the adult Halloween version. Now, like I said, that print here, we do have it in a panel size. So this is the 24 inches. So 2/3, 24 inch. We sell it separately, so you can use it as a panel for a lot of the quilts, for example, in the panel mashup book. So No Diggity, for example, that is behind Mr. HP today, would work for this. So if you want more or you want to use it as a panel, it's sold separately too. But I want to start with this one too. So this is a fabric. We sell it in 1 yards. I didn't put it in the collection on purpose because it is this really fun border print with all of these quilt blocks and collages. So it's 4 rows on each side, patchwork, flangies, a little folded corner, square and a square, and then these 8-pointed stars. And so this one is sold in 1 yard, but as you can see, you could use this as a panel too. So you could use it as a panel, as a 1 yard panel for sure, or just for something fun. You'd make one of our free Quilt As You Go border up runners and use some of these for the other fabrics. So this one is called Scary Spice Quilt Block Border. So that one is a part of the collection, but we have it in the 1 yard. So I'm going to leave it here so you can see it. Okay, so here is the rest of the colors I pulled. I started with the oranges. They're kind of unique oranges. So Grunge Yam is a great color to pull in with it. And some more of the golds. I picked a nitty gritty in the gold. And just because it has that same grungy texture, it's gonna mix in here perfectly. For that orange, it's more like a persimmon. So guess what? Dry brush persimmon is great with it. So that looks great on there. For the darks, another nitty gritty in the coal has a lot of great texture. So I love that in there. And for a little bit deeper, darker black seedling and the licorice, I like having a little bit of something in it. So that looks great. For a little bit of those grays, I decided to pull those out. So I have grunge, medium gray. There is gray in some of the prints too. And this is a very specific tone of gray that just has a little bit of green, blue in it. So looks great there. For the lighter tones, if you want it, I would not go super white in this. Keep it grungy. So Surface Design Plaster is really a great color for all those tones, as you can see. So that one works well in here. And a little bit more of the brown tan in here. Dry brush and the shell also is a great option. Really like that in there. And then I chose two kind of surprises. This one might not be much of a surprise. Surface Design in the bark. Now this tone of, what color is this? It is like a light taupey brown with a lot of kind of green in it. But this is perfect for those tones in this print. So I loved it in here. And then I thought, let me give you an option for a real pop that is not in here at all. I thought it has to be some kind of purple, but different. So this is Grunge Fig. So it is got more red in it because there is so much of a red undertone everywhere. But look how great this would be as a accent that is not in the print, but it would stand out, but not too much. Not too much. It would be cool, a cool little pop. So this is Scary Spice by Funny Girl for Studio E. I picked there's the panel. Let's show that one. If you wanted to get a 24-inch wide panel unit like this. And then I chose a Moody backing 108 that would work well. It's called Vibe Mottled Charcoal. So all these different hues of gray, and it just fits. So there it all is. Scary Spice. I do believe we have half-yard bundles and fat quarter bundles. So that's it. So all that's left for today is the giveaway question and announcing our next shows. Giveaway question. And this was fun. We had fun with this one. We had a little conversation before the show.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite food as a child? And then the second question, do you still dislike it or do you love it now, maybe? Isn't that interesting?
Interesting.
Now, what was your answer again? You didn't eat much vegetables.
I didn't eat much vegetables. Okay. Just lots of hamburger helper and hot dogs.
Hot dogs and hamburger helper. There it is.
But I didn't like tuna casserole.
And you still don't like that though?
No.
Tuna casserole. Who grew up with tuna casserole?
With
I did not.
with potato chips in it.
Yeah, that's how you make it.
Or on top of it.
How you make it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I've had it. I don't mind it. It's not one of my favorite things.
When you're forced to eat it, you
Yeah.
can't get no chocolate cake until you finish it.
Oh, you had to finish. Oh. Were you crying? Were you trying to give it to the dog?
I did give it to the dog.
Okay. Well, interesting for me, the things I disliked, now I know why. It's because it was all the things that were like highly processed and really like salty. So anything out of a can, we ate some meat out of a can or over-processed stuff. I didn't like that. Turns out, when I started cooking myself, it was not much I didn't like because I could kind of control it. Oysters, still don't like them. Tuna from the can, okay, well, I do like that. Beets, ooh, love beets. Love, love, love beets.
I didn't like them. I only like them in juice. Tastes like dirt.
Yeah. I do have to say, first time, so growing up in Iceland, we did not have access to all of the fruits and vegetables that you probably had growing up here in the U.S. and in places where fruit is grown. But, like, so the first time I ever tasted avocado, I was like, what is this? This doesn't make sense. Absolutely love avocado today. Absolutely love it. Dates, oh yeah. I remember not loving dates either, but then my grandma made a date cake, and that was one of my favorites. And now I love dates. I eat them. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, so let us know. There will be a winner from all your answers announced next Tipsy Tuesday, which comes up on June 2nd. Whoa, June 2nd. We're heading into June, which means we are closer to our Iceland trip taking off.
Yay!
Which starts on the 15th. Yay, we're just 3 weeks away. But we will be back here on Friday, May 29th, 2026, 12 p.m.
Okay.
And guess what?
What?
It's a big one.
What?
You're not going to want to miss this show.
What? What?
Yep.
Okay.
That means we're launching something fun on Friday. So please stop back on Friday.
Okay.
So that's all for us. Any last thoughts, questions?
No.
No, we just got to play your song.
Eat more tuna casserole.
Or not. Or not.
We're going to play I Love Quilting. We like going out like that.
Yeah. But thank you all for hanging with us on this Tuesday. We will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Sunrise shining through my sewing room, coffee brewing, fabric in bloom, stacks of color lined up clean, living out that GE dream. Rulers there, steady hands, turning yardage into plans from Minnesota down to the seas. We're stitching joy with GE. Every cut so straight and true, confidence in what we do. I love quilting. G-Design sets me free. I love quilting. Stripology harmony. Line it up and let it glide. Watch those perfect pieces slide. Oh, I love quilting. Sewing community. Control. Oh, everybody now. Lift up those strips. Feel the stripology. Adding flair to your life. From edge to edge. We groove through the night. Sew it up, show it off with a glorious sight. The stripology, feel that vibe. G-Designs where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it.